Hello and welcome to another Vikram on Prudent Finances episode. In today's episode, we're going to see how fast and easy it is to send money online anytime, anywhere from Australia to India. As you can see, I'm on the WorldRemit page. I provided the direct link to this very page in the description below this video. You can click on that, get to the same page yourself, and then go through the steps that I'll showcase, whereby you too will be able to send money from Australia to India online, anytime, anywhere. As you can see in the send from column, I've already chosen Australia. Now the next step would be to choose India as the country to which I'm going to send money. So here's India and I get started. And here you can see there's the provision of both bank transfer and airtime when it comes to sending money to India. In this particular video, we'll focus on bank transfer because airtime per se is not money as such. It is just airtime, mobile airtime. So that's why we'll focus on the money aspect. And when it comes to India, WorldRemit clearly has the whole of the country very well covered from Amritsar to Madurai, which means from right up north to right down south. Whole of India, vast country, WorldRemit has it entirely covered. And it well and truly is the fastest, simplest way to send money to friends and family back home. And with industry leading payment security, because this is quintessential. You cannot be indulging in anything close to money transfer on a platform which is not secure. And at the same time, it is very flexible, whereby whether it's a computer, smartphone, or tablet, it does not matter. You can use it with as much ease. So let's see the steps so that you can learn and then use the same steps yourself as well. We select bank transfer. Between send and receive, might as well look at receive because we want to be sure how much the recipient in India is going to receive. Let's take a nominal amount of say 10,000 Indian rupees which the recipient is to receive. For that, in Australia, you will be sending an amount of 200.68 AUD or Australian dollars with fees, World Remit fees being just 3.99 Australian dollars, whereby the total for you to pay would be just 204.67 AUD for the recipient to receive 10,000 INR or Indian rupees at the exchange rate of 49.83 INR to an AUD. So, these are some really great things about World Remit because everything is crystal clear. You know the exact send amount, you know the exact fees that would apply, you know the total to pay for the recipient to receive the exact sum in question, with the exchange rate being locked once you've actually initiated the process, and even before you've actually pressed the send button or send the money, you're sure of the exchange rate, because these are some things when you, especially when you do bank to bank wire transfers, you're never too sure what exchange rate would actually be taken, what kind of fees that would apply, the number of fees that would apply. There are many of these doubts or question marks that remain, but in this case everything is crystal clear. Now let's see, if we double the amount to send, what happens? 20,000 is what the recipient in India is to receive. In that case, it's only the send amount and the total to pay which go up. The fees remain consistent, which again is a fabulous aspect of World Remit. With increasing amounts too, we don't see an increase in fees, because if we compare with services like Western Union, we find that the fees invariably have different slabs, and varying amounts, increasing amounts invariably involve higher fees. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was a simple and easy way to send money online anytime, anywhere from Australia to India. Now that I've showcased World Remit in particular, you would of course be curious as to why you should choose World Remit in particular over others. Firstly, low cost, low fees. I showed it to you that even while doubling the recipient's money, the fees actually did not change at all. And exchange rates are guaranteed and fixed once the transfer process is initiated. And then, yes, it is very, very fast. In fact, in many countries, it is instant. Even in this particular case, with bank deposits, we find that they take as little as 1 to 2 days, and that to all banks. So, whether it's State Bank of India, whether it's HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank or Axis Bank or Indian Bank or any of the other banks. There are numerous banks in India: Indian Overseas Bank, Canara Bank. It really doesn't matter which bank in question, State Bank of Hyderabad, or just about anyone you can think of. money will still get to the recipient's account super fast. And yes, throughout the process, there are constant notifications being sent out both by SMS as well as email. And yes, it is very, very simple. 24 by 7, you don't need to visit any agents like Western Union. You're not dependent on any third party entity whatsoever. Anytime, anywhere, any device, be it a computer, smartphone, or tablet, as long as you can connect to WorldRemit, you'll be able to go through the entire money transfer process. And yes, it is extremely trustworthy. In fact, the same folks who invested in Facebook have invested as much as 140 million US dollars in WorldRemit. Naturally, they've done their due diligence. They know that this is a platform which is worthy of such a large investment. The trust factor is accentuated by the fact that WorldRemit's own customers have rated it excellent on Trustpilot. So, therefore, you don't need to have any doubts as such over its trustworthiness. Yes, when it comes to sending money, it is genuinely as easy as 1, 2, 3. You select the country, add the recipient details, send the money. It's the same steps which I showcased, so it's as easy as that. These are the kind of reviews that WorldRemit has received. Feel free to check them out. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, was a simple and easy way in which you could send money from Australia to India. Mind you, on WorldRemit, you could send money from practically any country to any country. So whether it's from Australia not only to India but to just about anywhere else, you could continue to use WorldRemit as well. And likewise, if the recipient is in India, practically any other country, you could continue to use WorldRemit. Once again, the direct link is there in the description below this video. You can simply click on that and use WorldRemit to remit money. It truly is a world class global service.